which was fun. Speaking of fun, fire time.
Funness.
Alright. Last time, we ascended another person. This time, we're doing another ascension. Because the end is getting close, as Score basically said last. I was going to say alluded to, but there's not much allusion to what you said.
You basically asked me to fly out tell you.
I know. I'm not saying it's not your fault. I'm not saying it's your fault. Yeah. Because I asked.
Yeah, we're in the dying throes now. Well, yeah, quite literally, I guess.
This dialogue we've already seen.
Back to the north.
Ah, an assault! Oof. Hi. Again. Okay then.
Sio tamta. Tepratave.
Kirsazara kumpli. Venta visitame.
How are you guys doing?
I'm not doing too bad.
Figure we should probably talk now before we get interrupted by yet another
Liberation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was wondering when we're gonna get the information about Gilman. Like we.
Escutilnuk thalas.
Salutiam, Ceres.
Simna terus. Horana kramtus. Lorigasum gratas. Kibaret.
Samea.
Retira tempta.
Felamta, Ceres. Acertava.
From the plains that sleep below to the canyons open wide, Hear the song of gentle morning.
I'm gonna mute this. I'm gonna mute our talking.
And lonesome bride on the hill and in the valley, where the weeping flowers hide from the song of gentle morning.
Maretio compra? Igriata ligaratos.
Hill and valley, and the canyons open wide, singing songs of gentle morning for his lost and lonesome bride, for his lost and lonesome bride.
Pratere ligaratus. Sinim darava. Arestralevas. Sumta verias.
Reader, I would ask that you think back for just a moment, if you please. When you first looked upon the Book of Rites, think back upon the words that it revealed. Oblige the voice that tells you more. Oblige the voice that tells you more. Would that the scribes were here among us still. I would not sing your praises to them, rest assured. I trust that you shall savor this occasion. You shan't have to oblige me for much longer.
Volunta lorigas.
Volunta lorigas.
Regita noxalas.
Not imperare.
Sentira lostium.
Dancerin sipi. Vamsa sneri. Charagra grunda. Nadosra.
Noxalas.
Vensate lorigas.
Ulta coverantas.
Whom shall you attempt to send home this time? Pamitha,
Norefista legaramis.
who shall strive for her? Tizo. Bertrude. Predictably decided. Commence.
In their calm and play. What Accursed one who guides them on their way shall see them home before the light of
And there it is, at last. The blasted Nightwings proved their worth. As for their adversaries, they did not. Thus ends the liberation rite. And thus, the scribes have chosen the exile appointed by the Nightwings shall be free. Absolved of all misdeeds, return to glory in the Commonwealth. Her adversary and all others shall remain to carry out their rightful sentences.
Zivande stale. Mi ricare, amica. Daš tamo kako se. Bevende damitas. Gravitas teso.
Godspeed, Pamitha Thane. The cycle of the rites is nearly at an end.
Indecentes. Mostra temere. Si vitergi tramza.
Alright.
Right.
There we go.
Some interesting things can happen on this rite.
Like?
Well, who do you have to fight against?
Well, at this point, I assume the last strike's gonna be against the Through Nightwings.
Well, yeah, but there is one more rite to do before that.
Who do we have left? Who will be our last one before the final rite? Got Fate, Pyre Hearts, and Tempers.
Okay, I don't know if it happens to just every triumvirate, but I know something special happens if you take on the Pyre Hearts, but it's up to you.
You know what? Let's see this something special.
I believe it might be extra conditions, but I'm pretty sure something special will happen. Pretty sure. I know 2 triumvirates it happens to.
Well, whatever will happen, we shall see.
Mare infrantes. Igriata ligeratus.
Everything's covered in smoke and fire. That's not good. I mean, in this area.
Everything gets darker with each passing rite. I mean, the
stars
stars
go
are
out.
fading.
Yeah, the stars are literally going out, so it would make sense. Makes me wonder what's gonna happen to this world once all the stars go out.
Who knows?
Never thought that by the end of this I'd be worried more for the downside than the Commonwealth.
I have both to be worried for.
That is fair.
Grabbing those last couple of
I
POIs.
saw them, and I went. So shoot me for looking for things. Apparently, I've never been here, or apparently I hadn't been here since the first time I came here. All right.
Mm-hmm. Now, hopefully, you have met the conditions. I'm pretty sure that there are no conditions for this to happen, other than certain triumvirates do it.
We haven't been to the Ridge of Gull all the way since back at the beginning. Hard to believe. Alright, let's see what happens. Of course they haven't. Alright then. Is Mr. Voice gonna finally try and show us up? Bring it on.
Wait a minute, did you just start the run? Never mind.
I didn't want to activate any what?
You could have activated all of them and it wouldn't have made much of a difference.
Reader, the Commonwealth, your home. Today it is aflame. Much like a stack of books. Aflame because of you. Because of your outlandish plan.
Welcome back.
Not that you care. Not that you shall live to see this place again. Your attempts at revolution shan't succeed.
Why would you
So
say
by
that?
all means, keep trying.
Huh?
Sorry, I'm talking
As
to
for
you.
myself, I shall enjoy presiding over these remaining rites.
Vocare rictus. Monteroshe. Rosta. Costa Fara.
Who shall besmirch the Nightwing's name?
I literally only have 3 characters, you asshole. Shut up.
Formation.
Yeah, no, it doesn't matter. None of this matters anymore. No one's here.
Gertrude. Geralt. Wolfred.
Karastos.
Tizo. Very well.
So yeah, for this rite, well,
I can finally do that 200 damage I need for that achievement for.
Lo, even your adversaries have abandoned you. And it is done. The Nightwings prevail by default.
Everyone's sad, as we
Lost
should
at
be.
their adversaries
and
in
yeah, you
care.
actually got. I believe you should have gotten an achievement for that.
Yeah.
That is the easiest way to get that achievement.
We're gonna end the stream in like 30 minutes.
Teachings of the
The stream's gonna be like a
scribes
30-minute stream.
until the next rite.
Probably not that quick, since as I said,
If
the
there
ending's
even is
pretty.
to be another
There's a
one.
lot of ending stuff.
Right. Like I said, as with most Supergiant games, probably like 30 minutes of ending. That just felt awkward.
Na fortumarem.
Strale salutas. Faciamus.
Look up for the last. Woo. There it is. All the stars are gone, except for the Titan stars.
And of course,
True Nightwings.
the Star Solium.
Freeze, the stream's buffering a little bit.
It'll recover.
Yeah, I mean, either way, the recording will be fine. Or not, the archive will be fine.
Hopefully.
Serrature.
Simte paroshen. Temple agitensa.
Foolish reader.
Gonna mock me some more?
Your so-called friends. You are accomplice to their hateful plot. They are exploiting you. You shall never have your freedom.
Realistic Yu-Gi-Oh! Dual Disc almost costs $200.
Yeah.
No, they're making a new one of those, not the.
Yeah, I know.
Oh.
No, I know.
I want it. Hey, I don't even think I have enough cards that would
Okay,
probably. Sorry.
Just recommendation. Everyone might want to be quiet, and you might want to take your time flying up here for Reese.
Alright. I'm gonna mute ourselves then.
When the stars align, the rites shall come to bear. Illuminate the signs, the exiles shall be there. but twisted make a braid together on their own. The journey shall be made. The journey shall be made.
Everyone clap. I clapped. Good song.
That's just a short version of the song.
Oh yeah, I could tell. That's why you should buy the official soundtrack. Actually, I think
Exactly.
I mean, you can get it. That's what you gave me. You gave me the full game with the soundtrack. I need to see if the full soundtrack's on.
This game demands to be sold with the official soundtrack. I'm sorry.
I mean, to be fair, most of these games do. All of their games do.
This one, most of all, in my.
I have a signed copy of the Bastion soundtrack somewhere because I wanted it. Yeah, and I think I either bought the Transistor soundtrack later on or I bought it with the soundtrack.
I'm really hoping that you've actually fulfilled. I'm pretty sure you fulfilled Sandra's side questy thing, but
I mean, I think I've exhausted all the dialogue.
yeah, which means you should get something right. Well, you should get something very soon.
I mean, other than to tell me how Amethyst is doing, but yeah.
Aww.
Beep.
I don't think I ever switched the sound effects back on, which I'm okay with.
Cause yeah.
Why?
A blank piece of paper. Because
Well,
this game's music is good.
Oh, okay.
Especially during the liberations.
Yes, I've done that for every liberation. Yeah, the official soundtrack is on Apple Music, so it's probably on Spotify as well. So you also listen to it if you have any of those subscription services. There it is. Hi. Part of me still wishes I would have sent off Pam with the sister, but oh well. What's done is done, and there is no wrong choices, as you have said.
As well, especially this. You'll see.
On visacare,
Taruntadaje.
petara nilum, pransage lostium.
Sombra danifarum. Merame sabreval.
Gratan octolorica, nisasaivaros.
Everyone gets one last chance to state their case.
Remis cavas.
So what's the overall story to Pyre?
Just watch the just watch the playthrough.
Yeah, just
or play the game.
Just watch, or play the game. Yes, all the better.
Don't want this game on Switch. Bring it to
It would be
Switch. I want to play local multiplayer with this game. I want to play local multiplayer anywhere with this game. Let me rephrase that.
Well, here we are.
Oh, here you go. Here's what you were talking about.
Yep, here's the side quest. Ending.
Receptas dare. Mera zera truja. Paratruje prastes. Oriremta. Nemraje ligaratus. Savulshire faciem.
Take orb.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Orb.
If you finish all of Sandra, if you become decently close with Sandra and complete her talking, then you can take her with you. And this will lead to some funny dialogue in a bit. Last chance to go shopping.
Goodbye, Falcon Ron. You will always be an interesting character, to say the least. I will buy this moon syrup. Oh, game's freaking out. Hold on. There we go. And I'll also buy... I will, of course, as I always do, buy more Stardust. Oh, that's what was interrupting. That's what was causing my computer to slow down. The Epic Store just randomly wanted to update. Great. That's not gonna interrupt me. That's not gonna interrupt me twice.
Here were lactose, Poppy.
I don't think the deal had anything to do with it, buddy. I'm sorry. Time for us to be quiet again.
Indeed.
Negaratus. Yara amitage. Ha.
Var ancestralesta.
Ligararum.
Ceramiscus.
Look, for one last time, upon the fall of Solium, dear reader. Hear me, for one last time. For soon, the few remaining stars shall fade away, leaving you stranded there for your remaining days, in that forsaken land where you deserve to be. The rabble that you roused here in the Commonwealth shall be put down. The exiles whom you liberated, all shall fall in line. But first, let us get on with this last liberation rite. You face none other than yourselves, each so unlike the glorious night wings of yore. 'Tis a shame that one of you shall soon be free, for you deserve each other.
Volunta lorgas.
This Great men. Noxamas templame. Courage barcos. Kashtan nage.
Noxalas.
Pyre Ligeratus.
Noxalas.
Resten darmusen.
One final opportunity for salvation. Too bad for the rest of you. Wolfred.
Rotave baros.
Who shall strive for him? Tizo. Bertrude. If that is all, then.
Samen sale farem. Parasta mugetirios.
Nisaseivaros.
L'alzare.
Una bretavis.
Penelovale.
Debidum tale. Kashtan nage. Elemdade. Sabi benaros.
Begin. The final chance at liberation for the age.
Free.
shall be heard to fly this
Sembrare Sashanta.
to
There. Ooh. How sad for that one there. Bertrude banished. Banishment. Woe is you. An opportunity. Do it. Damn. A mere attempt. The orb has left your clutches. Good. Oh, you poor Nightwings. How fine. All of the Nightwings banished. Well, now that was exciting.
Who shall rise again? The will to overcome shall urge us on. Justice till the stars of dawn. The favor of the scribes arrives at dawn.
To fly this prison never to reach.
Basta Dios.
Never to return.
Kurunama. Halatisme.
So close.
Shrek. Grat.
There goes old Bertrude. Yes. A foul turn for the true Nightwings. Now that is how to snuff a flame. How he has changed, that Warlick. Grown old and bitter, lo, these many years. A shameful outcome. And there it is, at last. The Nightwings proved their worth. Rather convincingly, I must admit. Thus ends the liberation rite. And thus, the scribes have chosen
Hasta Lurigacertas.
And thus, the scribes have chosen. And thus, the scribes have chosen. And thus, the scribes have chosen. Oh, Nightwings. Reader, what have you done?
Manteroche.
This is interesting. This bit's going to be interesting.
Suda Salamen. Na libra di Sentus.
Yay! Everyone!
Well, not everyone. Simply anyone.
Not simply anyone.
vares.
Var.
Nuramkase.
Tajerusare.
Hetsare peras. Ligarestas.
Thank you. Thank you. I'll make sure your plan goes through.
It's not just a thank you.
Irate ligeratus.
Salibrade exactus.
Oh, I have to choose.
He's not giving you freedom, he's giving you the burden of the choice for freedom.
Yep.
You may accept it. You may accept it for yourself. You may give it back, or you may give it to Orok.
Is it bad that the lone minstrel reminds me a bit of Virgil from Dante's Inferno, or at least the story?
I've never read this. I made a promise to my friends that we would. I want to choose myself, but I don't know. But I don't have the right. I don't know if the reasons why I want to choose myself are the right ones.
What are your reasons for wanting to choose yourself?
I promised my friends that, like Ruki, and I promised that I would be there, but
you promised Ruki and Hedwyn and Jadariel that you'd go with them, and that's perfectly fair.
I feel like I'm abandoning everyone else.
Not at all. Remember, Volfred gave you his blessing.
Yeah.
It's up to you.
I choose
if
myself.
Anything, it's...
You are going free? Okay.
If anything,
I will make sure Volfred's plan goes through. I will promise him that. For everyone in the Commonwealth and for the Nightwings.
Godspeed, reader. By the scribes, no stars remain aloft. The cycle of the rites. It is finished. The Commonwealth. What shall become of it? What shall become of us? Nightwings. The opportunity to gain your freedom from the downside. Was it not enough?
There goes your phone.
Yeah, I know.
Also, it's weird that I'm just represented by a star.
I mean, there's no real other way to represent you.
I mean, there have been weirder representations for the player.
Fair.
I mean, a lot of times...
That night, an exiled reader returned to the Commonwealth. He was to be the last. The stars faded, and the cycle of the rites had run its course.
This acoustic version of Vagrant Song just sends shivers down my spine.
There's just a lot of songs in this game I'm noticing. Anyway, he found the Commonwealth in great upheaval. Spurred by the efforts of 6 liberated exiles, Volfred Sandalwood's revolutionary plan had had incited the masses. These exiles, in the starless sky, portended the return of the scribes. The people surged into the streets, shoulder to shoulder. Led by 6 exiles, their voices shook the heavens. The leadership of the Commonwealth panicked. No blood was shed that night, and by dawn, it was over. The leaders of the Commonwealth had cast themselves into exile, or joined in this new cause. Thus, in the 838th year, the Commonwealth had fallen. The new Saurian Union declared its sovereignty in the next year. Among the changes its elected leaders ushered in, they vowed never to cast their people into exile. And they abolished the old Commonwealth decree forbidding literacy. Today, we still remember all of this. And we remember the exiles of the dark downside, whose deeds led to the dawning of our age, whether they returned or not.
Okay, so for this part of the ending here, there are 3 different possibilities.
I assume bloodshed, failure, success with bloodshed, and success with no bloodshed.
Essentially, there's the perfect ending, which is this one where you liberate as many exiles as possible, where the revolution goes perfectly.
No, they didn't say it they said it without bloodshed. That does.
Well, yes, but anyway, if you liberate some of the Nightwings, but not the maximum, you get the okay ending where the revolution doesn't quite succeed, but it destabilizes the Commonwealth enough that the Highwing remnants have an easy time getting in and mostly killing only the higher ups. Then there's the worst ending where you liberate none of the Nightwings and it's just a total massacre by the Highwing remnant that completely and utterly destroy the Commonwealth. But in all three endings, the Xarian Union rises up. But yeah,
everyone. Oh, I can just click on people.
Yeah, those are the three main endings, but this is where the 100-odd million endings come in.
Just gonna click on everyone in order.
Yeah, everybody. Yes, there are an estimated hundreds of millions of possible endings to this game.
Depending on who. So from what I've read, because I read into this, it depends on who you liberate, who else you liberate, or if you don't liberate them at all.
Yes, who gets liberated from both your triumvirate and everyone else's, who they get liberated, who's in what realm, and it even comes down to the result of the last rite. But I'll explain that in a bit.
So basically, the amount of endings to this game is basically Fibonacci.
Kind of, yes.
Oh god, that's burning my head. That's burning my brain just thinking about that. You know the Fibonacci sequence, right? Score.
1 1 1 1 2 3 5 8 13 21, etc.
Yeah.
Anyway, endings. This bit takes a while.
So basically, the outcome of everyone at the end can be complete and utterly random because of your decisions.
Not random, not exactly random, but
well, you didn't let me finish.
Oh, sorry.
The reason why I say it's random because each little decision that you make, apparently from what Score said, has such an impact on the overall ending path towards the game that it's just. Even just a small decision could change one of the people standing there.
Well, generally, one small decision changes the outcome of quite a few people.
Exactly.
One good example, Jadariel and the other major demon in the game, Ignarius. Freeze, you know the one?
Right.
If they end up in the same realm, they actually become an item.
Really?
Yeah.
That's wholesome. That's really wholesome.
There's quite a few pairs of characters like that where if they end up in the same realm, they get together.
Aww.
Regardless of if that's the downside or the Xarian Union. Fun fact, I believe if Lendl gets liberated, he just gets exiled again.
That's funny. Even though they said we're no longer going to exile people, gets exiled again.
I think he's one of the people who threw himself down during the revolution. I can't quite remember because I've never gone that route.
Yeah.
So self-imposed exile?
Basically.
Oh, okay.
I forgot that every character had their own theme. You know, you only hear them once.
Yeah, well, all the Triumvirates have their own theme, and all the Nightwings have their own little bits of music.
Yeah, I meant each of the Nightwings, because I know that every all the other people had their own themes.
Mm-hmm.
What is that Snake?
No, that's a worm.
Worm Knight, Sir Gilman.
The great Sir Gilman, excuse
The great Sir Gilman, yes.
Does he have a cousin named Jim?
Ha 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 ha. I hate you.
Je t'aime au templi.
So yeah, Gilman never stopped his journey of self-improvement.
As most...
And this is where the funny text comes in.
Not so, but scored. Did you at least get
and
my
there
joke?
go the dogs.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, we got your joke. We got your Earthworm Jim joke.
I was asking if Score got it.
I did.
I'm not one to assume.
Fair enough.
Yeah, just random interruption just for Sandra to go, oh, for God's sake, they get everything about me wrong.
Yeah, they go.
So is she a ghost or?
She is a wrathful spirit who was sent to kill Solium, but rather than getting killed or otherwise dealt with by the scribe, she instead was sealed inside the crystal to guide the Nightwings.
So in a similar fashion to how Midna was basically your Navi in Twilight Princess.
Kind of, except she gives you cool stuff.
You know the coincidental part is I just beat Twilight Princess HD today.
Wait, who did?
I did. I just beat that today.
Right?
Not.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Get those feathers out of your ears, boy.
But yeah, now Sir Deluge, the coward.
For some reason. Well, technically a happy ending for him.
Mm-hmm.
Is he also?
Yes.
Yes. He was Gilman's captain.
Ah.
Sometime later, the pit of milk erupted into flame. Of course.
So, yeah. She kind of blew herself up.
Someone was very mad. Or either A, very mad, or B, attempted to contact their god in desperation and then blew up.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on, I'm adjusting my mic a bit. This way. Just having to lean to talk into it just feels kind of awkward.
I do love this ending, though. How this ending works.
She got sticks.
She's a bit mad, but
I mean, aren't we all?
Consilta vidias.
Now, from what I have heard, this was like back when the game first came out. A lot of Ruki's dialogue is a lot different if you tell him to remove the mustache. Correct?
I believe so. I believe he doesn't trust you nearly as much.
Why would you get rid of that glorious mustache?
Yeah, a lot of the scribes you liberate do get compared to the scribes, as I said, the eventual revolution is called the Scribe's Return. As the game said, Blair. Oh, I forgot that Ruki and Panther got together a little bit.
Vantar incipit.
Okay, Barker's ending is surprisingly great.
Is his name actually Barker? Oh my god, it is.
Barker Ashforce.
Oh my god.
So he essentially made. He essentially made the extreme sports version of Pyre. He made Blitz Pyre.
Exactly.
No. He made the Pyre version of Blood Bowl.
Hold on.
Does that sound better?
I don't know, honestly.
Yeah, not sure which one to choose.
Alright, I'm back. Sorry, someone was talking to me about ordering food. I have to give them my order.
What you getting?
But yeah, Barker just recreated the rights from the ground up, and that's awesome.
Good for him.
Barker's actually a good boy. And anime.
Anime.
Yeah, someone's playing Fate.
Shut up.
Have you even touched Chocobo's Mystery Dungeon?
Okay, to be fair, I haven't gotten paid yet.
Fair enough.
I get paid tomorrow. I'm jealous of her hair.
Schwesteras.
Bird lady. Oh, is that the evil bird lady?
That's the other bird lady, yeah. The
Evil?
other bird lady. She wanted to. The only reason she wanted to go free is so that she can continue the war against the Commonwealth, and she's very much so a victory at any cost sort of woman.
So neutral evil.
Basically. Well, not exactly even evil, just wanting to beat the Commonwealth, which, well, the Commonwealth was a piece of shit, so depends on your point of view.
I would say chaotic good.
Yeah. Chaotic good is probably the best place you can put it.
Chaotic good or neutral evil based on perspective. Also, off topic. Score. I want your opinion on this. Dracula from the Castlevania series. What would you put his alignment as?
True neutral. Wants to advance his own causes at any cost.
Honestly, I would say that he's lawful evil.
I mean that too, but
because even though he wants to advance his own ideals and get revenge, he's doing it on his terms and not on anyone else's.
Yeah, that's the definite. Okay, so evil neutral.
Fine, we got middle ground.
I mean, have you watched the Netflix series, DJ?
No, I have not.
You should watch it.
I need to.
It's on. If you don't have a Netflix subscription, it's on. I think the first season just came out on DVD recently.
Sweet.
I don't know.
But yeah, Gertrude, who was never really interested in going back to the Commonwealth too much, restarted her shop. I just love that line. Even but when you're 400 years old, the world coming to an end? Nah, that's not really that important.
Consilta videas.
Yeah, and as I said, the Hiring Revenants would have played an assault if you hadn't have freed the maximum number of exiles. Sorry if I'm talking too much.
That's fine. You guys are having your discussion while I'm just reading.
Yeah,
it's probably for the best that you guys are discussing, otherwise the stream would be quiet, as I read.
As you read about Hamatha and Ruki getting drunk together. I would recommend doing Tariq and Celeste last.
Figured that makes sense.
Now, is there even influence on the people's endings by who you start and proceed with in this point, or is it just all cut and dry here?
At this point, everyone has their own little ending.
So
I definitely want to see what happened to Manly. Ooh.
Oh my god, Manly H. Tinder Stove.
Screw this guy.
Stuff.
A pulley system.
Oh, I love this. Yeah.
A rocket black wagon, an imp raft, a hunter balloon.
Yeah, he bankrupted his entire family, and I think that's amazing.
A fitting punishment.
Consilta videas.
So in many ways, a little semi-society managed to grow on the downside as well, thanks to Volfred.
Necrobinalmas.
And I just love that. Well, we didn't go free, but we'll all get drunk. Ignarius is a good boy. And it just leave a hint that him and Jadario could have gotten together. Okay. Permission to say something about Oralek.
Alright.
I'll just wait until his... Just tell me when his ending's finished.
Alright. It's finished.
Okay, so as you know, as you see there, he cast himself off the summit of Mount Eliodil, presumably to his death, right?
Right.
If you lose the final right, there is a chance. I believe it's you have a better chance if you lose by a narrow margin. That you can convince him to offer the option of freedom to you. If you do this, rather than casting himself off the top of the mountain as he does in this ending, he instead goes wandering for a few months before eventually meeting up with Volfred Sandalwood, and the two become business partners.
Interesting.
Yeah, so that's how detailed the endings get.
See what happened with Falcon Ron, everyone's favorite character.
Uh-huh.
Also, no music for him, even though he has technically a theme. He's got the shop theme. Good for him. He managed to find business somewhere else.
And lastly, what were these two on?
LSD?
That's not nice.
It's a joke.
I know.
And again, I'd recommend that everyone actually goes quiet.
Okay, I'll mute myself.
There's one more account which warrants mention. The Nightwings conducted the rites under the guidance of a reader. Little is known of him. However, some accounts of him began to paint a picture. We know he was of common birth. Weak-framed, though raised with a penchant for learning. The journey to the downside left him close to death. It was then that the Nightwings found him. They brought him from the brink. He showed them the path. He pressed onward with the others. He made a vow to help his friends be free. Thus did the cycle of rites commence its final turns. But the final rite arrived, the reader's freedom was at stake. That freedom he, indeed, achieved ere the morning's light. From that point on, accounts of him diverge. It is said the voice, which troubled him, he never heard again. Some say he helped to form the Saurian Union, though whether that is true, only he knows. Someday perhaps the reader's own star shall emerge, then it shall pierce the dark of night in all its brilliant glory. Until such time, and ever after, all of us give thanks.
Their journey began on a barren waste where the reader arrived, afraid and alone. When he arrived, the book of rights awakened the night wings and ignited the flame. They follow the stars, bound together, strands in our brain till the end. We sing of the last of the night wings who, having broken the cycle, shall live on in song. Headwind prevailed and strode the path that his heart laid before him. He has found his way home. Captain Joe Dariel, mother to many a foundling.
May I speak?
She has found
No.
her way home.
Song's still going.
Okay.
Rookie Greentail has proved his worth and returned to his family by the grace of the scribes. They follow the stars, bound together, strands in a braid till the end. The moon-touched girl hears the scribes in the world all around her. They have guided her home.
Tease all the wise, ever faithful to the cause of the night wings. He remained to the end.
Sir Gilman the Bold, ever in his quest, finding honor and glory.
till the end. The bog dweller Bertrude kept their foes at bay with her finest enchantments. She remained till the end. The reader at last made the night wings whole and ascended to freedom. He has found his way home. They follow the stars, bound together, strands in a braid till the end. They follow the stars, bound together, strands in a braid till the end. Now at the end, as we bid farewell and return to the stars, we shall find our way home. We shall find our way home. We shall find our way home.
No photography in the theater.
Is it safe to talk? Can I talk about the video game now?
The game's now officially over.
I did not expect to like this as much as I did. I'm not a big sports game person.
The reason why you liked it so much is because it's Eldritch Arcane Rugby.
No, but it's the sports don't matter. The gameplay doesn't matter. It's all about the story. And the story was great.
The gameplay is great as it is, but the story just makes it perfect.
Yeah, this game was like, this isn't my favorite of the Supergiant games, because that still probably goes to Bastion, but all of these games are great. If you have the chance, pick these games up. Transistor and Bastion just came out on Switch.
Hades is still in early access on Epic.
Yeah. And then Pyre's on everything. I think Pyre might only be PS4 and PC.
And as it says right at the bottom of the screen there, you've unlocked Pain.
I have unlocked Pain. Also, might as well show.
Yes, you have unlocked Pain.
Might as well show off versus mode, where you can play as everyone.
Yes, you can play as many playable and a few unplayable characters, actually. Not just unplayable characters, but a few characters that don't even show up in the campaign. But we'll get to that. I
might as well show off. I might as well show.
Yeah. Keep customization on for now.
Dissident versus.
You like the Dissidents?
Where are they? The Withdrawn? No, it's not the Withdrawn. Chastity, they're there.
So, like, what? You choose a faction when you start the game or something like that?
No.
No. Story mode, you always play as the Nightwings.
Okay.
This is versus mode, which has there's no unlockables in versus mode. Everything is open at the start.
That's what. Yeah, they warned you, right? It warned you. Do not play this if you have not played the story in mode.
Greetings, exiles.
Yes, spoilers.
Welcome to the nest of Triesta. You now have this chance to prove
And yes,
yourself.
the voice is still here.
Try not to let the pressure get to you. Dissidents, stand ready.
Shut up!
The chastity, stand prepared.
No, so again, like the voice reminds me of the priest from Princess Bride.
They've got everyone is you can pick.
You have
everyone and this.
You can pick all the Nightwings, the head of every triumvirate. You can pick Ulma. You can pick Sandra, and you can also pick the Messenger Imp.
Let's go to see.
Who doesn't ever show up as a character in the main campaign. He is only playable in versus mode.
Really?
Yeah.
Cool.
He seems to be the broken character because he's at max rank.
I think everyone's at max rank.
No.
Oh, no. Oh, yeah, no, yeah. Sorry.
I think everyone's at their default rank.
Mm-hmm.
Except for Sandra and Messenger.
Excuse me?
Anytime.
Well, yeah, and Sandra is at max rank because, well... She's Sandra, she's been in a stone for however many
God,
more...
the game just closed.
It crashed?
No,
or-
it just closed.
No,
I went.
he closed it.
I thought that was exit to menu and not exit game.
No,
Oh well.
there is an actual exit menu.
Oh well. Yeah, this game was great. I'm glad that I got gifted it and finally got around
You're
to
welcome.
it. Thank you. So yeah, did you guys have anything to promote?
Buy this game.
Buy this game. Yes, I agree.
Eat your vegetables.
Don't you have a stream going tomorrow, DJ, that you could promote?
Yes.
Promote it.
Yeah, I stream starting at roughly 8:30 Eastern Standard Time on the Generic Mystics YouTube channel.
Usually right after my usually right close to when I finish my Friday stream.
Yep.
Speaking of my streams, I stream Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, 4 to 6 Pacific Standard Time. Tuesday, Thursday is normally a playthrough. Although, no, next week will be 2 casual streams because I just finished another playthrough. But then after that will be
what 2 games you're playing.
Then after that will be a playthrough. What will it be? We'll see. Friday is usually Final Fantasy. The Final Fantasy train never stops ever.
True.
We'll be actually getting to actual plot now that we're done with side quests. This Sunday, double check my calendar. Hold on, my phone fell to the floor. Ah!
What was that?
My chair fell backwards for a second. Anyway, let me just double check. Yeah, this Sunday should be a casual stream of the final Sentinels of the final expansion, official expansion for Sentinels of the Multiverse. Yeah, that's right. That should be fun. If you liked what you watched, you can subscribe. If you really like what you watched, you can. If you liked what you watched, you can follow. If you really like what you watched, you can subscribe. You get access to the Discord, multiplayer sessions, a chance picking in for new playthrough, and this nice emote, or this nice emote if you're at tier 2.
Mm-hmm.
Current sub goal is 5. At 5 subs, I'll play through Marvel Ultimate Alliance. I'm gonna host. Figured I should do the hosting thing before I do the good night everybody stuff. That would be the smart move.
Smart move? What's that?
Oh crap! I accidentally clicked.
Get on with it.
Hold on, I'm looking. I'm gonna host. Oh no, I want to host. I'm gonna host Tudos, who is one of the creators of the Donkey Kong Randomizer. He's currently doing a dev build playthrough right now, testing it out, some new stuff, testing out the key system overhaul. So yeah, that should be fun. I'm gonna do the Donkey Kong Randomizer some point for a stream. We'll see. So yeah, I'm gonna host him. Until next time, good night, everybody.